Hey y'all. Okay, so this won't be a long video, I'm hoping. Okay, so I wanted to hit you up with a new term. Well, it's a term that's not really talked about that much. And it is called, are you ready? Narcissist narcissistic fleas. They're not real fleas, so let's calm down because those are like really gross. But it's basically a term that means when you are spending time with a narcissist, and the longer you're with them, the more likely this is to happen, you start to acquire their attitude, their negativity, and the next thing you know, you're showing traits of the narcissist. It doesn't mean that you are becoming a narcissist, but you are definitely acquiring some of those negative traits. And because you're around it long enough, it just kind of starts to affect you. This happened to me. I didn't know what it was called at the time, but this happened to me when I was friends with someone who has a multitude of mental illnesses. She has Munchausen, okay, where you're faking a disease for attention. She has narcissistic. She is a narcissist. She is OCD to the 1000th power, to the point of ridiculous, which narcissists are control freaks anyway. And she always found negative. The longer I knew her, the more I saw her as seeing everybody else in a negative light. So you have some people, like a friend of mine, his mom was just a sweet lady, okay? Really sweet lady. She is the type of person to see the good in everybody. It doesn't matter how you are. She could probably look at Hitler and go, well, he had a nice hairstyle. You know what I mean? Like, I'm being extreme, but she could find the positive in any situation. She always sees the glass as half full. While my friend, so-called friend, she had a multitude of mental illnesses. So she's the total opposite. Um, she sees the negative in everybody. She likes to roll her eyes at people, suck her teeth, and all of this. And I caught myself doing that. And it was alarming because that's not who I am. That is so not who I am. Unless you give me reason. I don't just do that because why not? I don't just do that. It's just not my nature. So, excuse me. It doesn't mean you're becoming a narcissist, but you're definitely, you know, those traits are kind of almost like fleas in the air, and then they attach themselves to you. They're not real fleas, guys. Not real fleas, okay? Don't panic. But they're similar because those nasty little traits kind of attach themselves to you, and then you're starting to do things that are completely out of the ordinary and totally unlike you. Another instance where you are going to behave in a way that is unlike you is because, and this is where they set you up, they aggravate so much to the point where, and this, I think this is different from the fleas situation, because they will aggravate and they will poke and poke and poke and poke. Not literally, although they could. Their goal is to aggravate the holy crap out of you. And, if you've had the same circular conversation with these dumbasses, these conversations go around and around and around, and they never have resolution, okay? because the narcissist doesn't want resolution. We talked about that before. So they will keep poking. And then finally, you will snap because you've had enough. Okay? You're not prone to rages. You're not prone to flipping out on people. You're not the type of person, if you're walking down the street, people see you coming and they scatter in opposite directions and run for their life. You're not that person. But when you're with a sick, twisted, demented person long enough and they get a kick out of aggravating the hell out of you, you will get to the point where you flip the hell out. You are screaming. You are banging your fist on the table. It's so tempting for you to hit them upside the head with the frying pan. Don't do it. But you're going to be tempted. And you're going to scream so hard that your throat is sore. This is totally not you. But they bring out the worst in people. They bring out the worst. Now, some narcissists, excuse me, again, sorry. Some narcissists will antagonize you on purpose because they know you're close to the breaking point, push you to the crazy page. When you go to the crazy page, they will record you on their phone. Some will actually do that so that they could show other people. I told you that he or she is crazy. I told you my partner's psychotic. Here's proof. Here's proof. Y'all thought I was exaggerating. Here's proof. Look. Okay. Sometimes they will laugh at you while you are losing your mind, which makes you want to punch them in the face. Don't do it, because let's go to that page where you end up hitting them because you've had enough. You're not even the type to go around swinging on people, but you're going to become that type if you're with this demented person long enough, because they're going to push you to that page. They're going to completely take you out of your character. This is what they do. You're going to want to hit them, or you're going to hit them, okay? So what's going to happen? Oh, God, I hate when I keep yawning like crazy. Come on, brain. Stick with me. Work with me, brain. Anyway, so you hit them. And believe me, they've been deserving that for a long time. Anyway, they call the cops. You get arrested for assault. You go to jail. You might not make it to work the next day, okay? You don't have your phone with you. So it's not like you could call them. They don't let you have your phone in jail. So it's not like you can call your job and explain that I won't be able to make it today. And you come up with something, because you cannot tell them that you got arrested, because you'll probably get fired, or it's going to be a bad deal for you. So some of them will set you up to the point where you actually hit them. This is why you have to leave them in the beginning. And I talked about this like all the time. You have to leave them in the beginning. When you start to see their snarky little mouth, their snarky little attitude, they roll their eyes at the waitress. They have an attitude when they're talking to one of their parents, or they dismiss people for no reason at all. It's like, are you going to call your friend back? Yeah, eventually. What do you mean eventually? Isn't that your friend? Some people are just, a horse's ass. They don't necessarily have to be a narc, but they could be a horse's ass who's undeserving of friends because you're not a nice person, okay? Regardless of the label, remember we talked about that. Regardless of the label, you're not a nice person. So you shouldn't even have any friends. But anyway, move right along. Some of them will set you up to where you go to jail. Some women, guys, be alert, be careful, be careful. Some women will inflict pain on themselves. Let me repeat that, because I don't think you heard me the first time. Some women will deliberately inflict pain on themselves, give themselves a bruise on the arm or on the leg or wherever, And then she calls the cops and she says, look at my, she might have even squeezed her own throat. Don't think people won't do this, okay? Because it happens. People are crazy. They do crazy shit. Especially if the person's not getting their way or you're getting hip to who they are, they become desperate. And because they're desperate, they want to nail you as hard as they can. So she could squeeze her own throat and there's fingerprint marks in her neck. She calls the cops, okay? He tried to strangle me. Look at my neck. Look at my neck. Look what he did to me. Next thing you know, you as the guy who didn't touch her, you're going to jail. So you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to get rid of them in the beginning. You have to go by how your body feels when you're with them. I have said that time and time again. Something about this person will not allow you to be 100% relaxed with them. You can sense that something is off. You just don't know what it is. But your body's alarm system is going all kinds of crazy. All kinds of crazy. You're like, God, I can relax with other people, but I cannot relax with this person 100%. Something is wrong. Something is seriously wrong. So be careful. Get rid of people in the beginning. Don't worry about the initial sting. That will eventually taper off and disappear, okay? During the time that you have to get rid of this individual, spend more time with your friends. Spend more time with yourself. Do things that you totally enjoy and you immerse yourself in. Guys, if you like to go fishing, go fishing. Go out on your boat, go fishing, or whatever it is that you love to do, play basketball, whatever it is that you like to do. Women, go pamper yourself. Soak in a bubble bath. Light some candles put them around the tub. Listen to soft music, or I wouldn't listen to love songs because if you've been with this person for a while, there's a possibility that quote unquote you all's song will play and then you start bawling your eyes out. So maybe don't listen to love songs. You know what I'm saying? But do you. Do things that make you feel happy. Do things that make you feel good. Give yourself the love that this person refused to give you. That is very important and it's going to help you heal. Okay? So, you guys take care, stay narc free, and Mama loves you. Bye bye.